At the start of this year, I didn't really know what MND was, or ALS as they're calling it in America. All I knew about it is one of my good friends, John Collins, his dad actually passed away with it a few years ago, and obviously witnessed the upset and the pain that caused him at the time. And then last year he got in touch with me. I was doing the PR for New Balance running shoes at the time. John got in touch, said that he was doing a big charity challenge this year. Could I sort him out with some gear, which I was happy to do. Supplied them with some trainers. And the challenge that they're doing is 2014 in 2014, which is essentially they're doing all sorts of half marathons, bike rides. Just this week they completed John O'Groats to Land's End, doing 2014 miles in the year 2014. Their training miles don't count, so really they're going absolutely above and beyond the call of duty with that. But they've been doing absolutely incredible things all the way through this year. But where the awareness for me really came into being was in January, because I'd supplied these shoes to John and his brother and his friend. I was invited to the launch of 2014 in 2014, and it was quite a moving experience because for me, John got up and made a speech as part of that night, and I think seeing a good friend talking about the worst thing that's ever happened to him and sort of trying to hold it together while that's happening, it's a sort of difficult experience but enlightening at the same time. And through that speech that John said, I learned about what a damaging disease MND is, and just how little awareness there is. I certainly wasn't aware of the full impact of it. And what was equally moving about that day is that we got an opportunity to tour the facility where the launch was held, which is one of the biggest MND research centres in the UK. And as we looked around, we're going through the laboratories, we're seeing all the equipment, we've got the young scientists who work there explaining to us more about what they do, the type of research they do, how they operate the equipment, everything that they've got on. And I just thought to myself, well, thank God for people like them, because Christ, if you left it to someone like me to do that kind of thing, I think the human race would have ceased to be a long time ago. And so, I mean, for people to be cynical about this challenge, the amount of increased awareness that it's generated for MND, for ALS, is astonishing. And I think it's high time that a charity like that does amazing things for something that damages so many people, so many people's lives, I think it's high time that it got its moment in the sun, that it got its it was shown some love for a little while. And as for the people who are cynical about it, I think, you know, as I say, there's some degree of narcissism about it. There's some people just doing it for the attention. It is irritating when people are doing a video without a mention about the charity that they're supposedly doing it for. But I'll say this, it's doing some good. It's doing some good. It's creating awareness. It's generating some money. And I think that's got to be better than just sitting on your arse and moaning about it, hasn't it? So all I'll ask is, obviously, I'll be doing this challenge. It'll follow immediately this portion of the video that I'm making. But what I would ask is that you take the time at least to go to John, Pete and Ant's 2014 in 2014 website, find out about what they've been doing, find out a bit more about MND, and if you can, donate a £5 or a £10, whatever you can afford, because they deserve it and they need it, and it's a great cause. So I'll hand over to future me some point in the future over this weekend now, and I will take the Ice Bucket Challenge. Thank you to me for that excellent introduction, and thank you to Kelly for the nomination. You'll see that I'm wearing my blue and orange for the MNDA, and the shoes as well. Point down at the shoes, please. There we go. So I might as well do it, hadn't I? Here we go. I've got a bucket. I've got 4 kilograms of ice in my bucket. I'm pulling out all the stops. A lovely pink bucket as well. So a very masculine challenge this is. 3, 2, 1. Okay, I would like to nominate, to do this lovely challenge, which is very, very cold, I would like to nominate Ben Sedgwick. I would like to nominate Perksy. I'd like to nominate Robin Smith, as she's a supporter of MND. And I would also like to nominate my dad, because he was being very scathing about the people who were doing this challenge earlier on today. And I think that he should do it too. Bye-bye!